Hey guys, today is April 26, 2016. I have a cat, and this is Slash Chat. So guys, welcome back to another episode of Slash Chat. I might be changing that name soon, as I recently found out that there are some other channels and other gaming things that have a similar name that I had no idea of when I made the name. So I might be changing that soon. But today, what I'm going to do is I'm jumping on the Nostalrius bandwagon. That's exactly what I'm doing. For those of you who don't know, is Nostalrius, well, fuck, of course you know what it is. Nostalrius was a legacy or a vanilla private server of World of Warcraft made by an independent team of around 30 people, I think it was, who volunteered for no money to bring us the beauty that is vanilla World of Warcraft. For those of you who played vanilla World of Warcraft, you know how big of a deal that was. Some of you don't care, most of you do. And for those of you who haven't and didn't get the chance to play Nostalrius, well, I don't know how to explain it to you. It was wonderful. And the reason why you're probably seeing, if you follow gaming at all, especially World of Warcraft, the reason why you're seeing Nostalrius all over the news is because Blizzard recently, earlier this month, served the Nostalrius team with a cease and desist, and they had to shut down the server, which really blows goats. But you know what? Blizzard did their thing, right? I'm making this video it's not Blizzard, listen to me, listen to all of us people, and make a new server. It's not for that. I mean, it would be fucking swell if they did, but that's not what it's for. What it's for is to just kind of get my opinion out. You know, a lot of my gaming friends that I have that live around me, they don't really play World of Warcraft, so I can't really talk about it a whole lot. So I'm gonna put out a quick little background of myself so that my opinions can either be taken with some merit or a grain of salt. I have been playing video games, especially MMOs, for a very, very long time, and I was practically raised in Norath, which is EverQuest world. I was practically raised there, and I loved the game. It's like my favorite game ever. But with that being said, I had more fun playing on the Nostalrius server. Recently, Daybreak came out with a Pinnacle server, which is EverQuest legacy server. It starts at Classic and goes all the way up. And when I found out about the Nostalrius server, I actually stopped playing this Pinnacle server, this world that I grew up in, so I could play this vanilla server. So that's how great it was. And I know that I'm not the only one who feels this strongly about this server. I'm not the only one who would actually pay a subscription fee to play on a vanilla server because Nostalrius was free. I would give Blizzard my money. Shut up and take my money. Let me play on this server. I also come from, I'm an independent game developer. I don't have anything out right now. But I say this because I understand technical issues. Not fully. I'm not like a genius at it. But I understand when I want to ask a game company for something, it's not, I understand that it's not as simple as just do it. Right? So I've come up with some ideas, ways that Blizzard could do such a server, and here are some of my ideas. A lot of times, if you look at forums and whatnot, there's a lot of talk about how it can't be done. There's too many great difficulties. They don't want to have a separate team taking away from the game, and I get that. I mean, a player who's playing live World of Warcraft wouldn't want to miss out on updates or fixes because the team is focusing on a server that they're not playing. I get that, okay? So here's something that they could do. They could put the servers on like a pre-order system, you know? Like players who want to play on the legacy server could have the option to pay for 3-month subscription in advance, right? And they could take this money and hire people, maybe the Nostalrius team, they could hire them, right, to build this legacy server. And this would also give Blizzard the foresight that they need to understand the possible revenue stream that they could get out of making this server. I mean, I do know quite a few people who don't play World of Warcraft now who would actually pay for it. Would pay for a vanilla server. Another thing that I feel that Blizzard could do is that they were talking about making like these pristine realms where they would take away like experience accelerations and stuff like that, but that's not enough. It's not enough. So here's what I think that they could do. Because they like to say, oh, well, the old servers, they run on different source code and hardware. So what I think that they could do is they could release like a new server, right? And on this server, it would be the same as live, but it would run on a different rule set, okay? So the thing that they could do is they could fucking remove BOA gear, because that's stupid as fuck. Remove any kind of experience accelerators, so anything that like grants extra experience, anything that gives a bonus to experience, get rid of those. Lower the XP curve, right? Make it longer to level up. Take out any kind of like zone lines, teleports, things that take you to zones outside of vanilla, right? They could also do a number crunch. They could crunch down the numbers, and just by doing that, you know, lower player numbers by like 60% and lower enemy numbers by like 30%, so that we have the smaller numbers and we have the difficulty. That's the word. And we have the difficulty for that. And sure, you know, well, what about the zones that Cataclysm destroyed? Well, what they could do is simply just remake the old zones. I mean, really, that's not that. That would probably be the easiest part of that job, is recreating those zones. The other thing that they would have to do is they would have to rework the spells and talents, which more difficult than creating the zone, but really it's just a matter of time, and that's what these pre-order payments can be put towards, right? And making this a point, they have to give us back the fucking talent trees. They have to, because the new talent trees suck ass. Another thing that they could do is, instead of shutting down the Nostalrius server, take those pre-orders, give the Nostalrius team some of that, have them work for you, and take over the server. Your work is already done, and there's profit for you. If a team of 30 non-developers, if a team of just 30 fans could do it, for fuck's sake, Blizzard, you can do it too. Anyway, that's all I have to say about the Nostalrius. I'll hop off the bandwagon and shut up. So, if you guys disagree, or you guys agree, or you have your own ideas of how they could work, or why this shouldn't work, or why they shouldn't do it, or how it should work, blah, blah, blah. If you have a comment, put it down below. And don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. That's forgetting words.